shame. I'm not asking you for closure. I just want it to be over. We don't need to break up if we were never aligned. Is that okay? I shouldn't be yours if it means changing who I am to get us through. You shouldn't be mine because you're you. I've had enough, enough, yeah, I've had enough. Say you've had enough. We wanna love, love, but close is not enough. Say you've had enough. Yeah, I gave it time and you really tried, but you're sick and tired, baby, so am I. I've had enough, enough, yeah, I've had enough. Say you've had enough. When I met you in the summer, then you weren't such a bummer, and I wasn't as critical as I am now. Oh, I wish we could hit rewind and be younger, when we thought this love would last longer. Only a time machine could save us now. I've had enough, enough, yeah, I've had enough. Say you've had enough. We wanna love, love, but close is not enough. Say you've had enough. Yeah, I gave it time and you really tried, but you're sick and tired, baby, so am I. I've had enough, enough, yeah, I've had enough. Say you've had enough. I've had enough, enough. Say you've had enough. Yeah, yeah. I've had enough, enough. Say you've had enough. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I've had enough, enough, yeah, I've had enough. Say you've had enough. We wanna love, love, but close is not enough. Say you've had enough. Yeah, I gave
Check, check, check.
it try, but you're sick and tired.
Ang dami ko nang sinabi. So I'm just gonna have to repeat it again. If you're here to support the channel, please watch the entire thing. That will definitely help with the growth of our YouTube page. But if you're here just for the content, please jump straight to the 10-minute mark. Dun magsisimula yung content natin. So as I mentioned, Paolo, medyo serious kasi I'm just trying to make sure that all the links that we need for this stream is here. But I'm very happy that birthday weekend happened. Yeah, please do like it. Thank you, by the way, for pointing out na no sound tayo. Oh, man. Mali yung USB port kung saan nakasaksak yung mic. Let me just continue opening up the links and posting also on our Instagram. Come March, by the way, we will be streaming for 45 minutes now. Hopefully that will allow for more growth sa ating YouTube page. Just uploaded. Paring Ray, Christian, Renly. Renly, kamusta na internet? Last week, halos bawat stream ata hinahanap ka namin, Renly. But you did mention, I think, nung Thursday na mahina yung internet mo. Alright, so uploaded. Time to go live on TikTok. I'm okay, Caleb. I'm not sure if you noticed, but I have a little wound here. It kind of hurts because there was a pesky little I don't know, whitehead na I just wanted to get out. So last night talagang tinira ko siya and then ang end up nasugatan ko lang yung sarili ko. But I did get the hair out. I don't think it was a hair, more of a whitehead. And now we're just gonna have to face with the consequences of having a wound sa frenulum ng lips ko. Did you know frenulum yung tawag dito? Now you do. Trivia yan, trivia. Nice. I'm happy to see you here, Renly. Oo nga, Christian and Levi wala last meetup. If you don't know what just happened, well, I'll clue you right in. Last Saturday we had our Benny Fam Zoom meetup over at Zoom, where we played games and just had fun generally. Drank a little bit. And I'm hoping that maybe next time magkaroon tayo ng Benny Fam Zoom meetup, chat, you two could be a part of it. Let's prepare the links. We're gonna start our stream in 4 minutes. Okay, opening up the links.
I messed up on the bedroom floor. What the hell do we do this for? I push you out, but you come back. That attraction, we can't fight that. Oh, keep telling myself that I should let go, but I hold on. And oh, keep telling myself that I should move on, but I don't. 'Cause we got that mad love, we got that sad love, we got that fun love, we got that young love, yeah, that dumb love. 'Cause we got that mad love, we got that sad love, we got that fun love, we got that young love, yeah, that dumb love. We got that. Kiss me and the world disappears. Tell me the things that I wanna hear. I just wanna stay right here. You push me out, but I come back. That attraction, I can't fight that. Oh, keep telling myself that I should let go, but I hold on. And oh, keep telling myself that I should move on.
2 minutes.
We got that mad love, we got that sad love, we got that fun love, we got that young love, yeah, that dumb
Almost ready. Okay, who's here?
that mad love, we got
Yeah, syempre. Alam ko naman malungkot kami nung Saturday, pero masaya nung Saturday because there were games prepared by some of the Benny Fam facilitators, namely, of course, si Paring Ray. Yes, it was fun. I particularly had fun on both games because the first game, sumali talaga ako even though hindi ako kasali sa mga pwedeng manalo ng premyo or ng prizes. And the second game, I think I was a little more enthusiastic than everybody else kasi gusto ko talaga ng mga escape room vibes. So those are the games we played. We played one Pictionary, a form of Pictionary, and the other game na nilaro namin was escape room online, like a digital version of an escape room. Super fun. Okay, GG. A few more seconds and let's start the stream. Hey TikTok fam, I hope you could make it here to YouTube. Live din ako dito, same username, CI Benipayo. Mas masaya dito sa YouTube dahil na ipapakita ko yung mga pictures and videos na pinag-uusapan ko. So, I know it's fun here on TikTok, but it's even funner on the main stream, which right now is YouTube. So, live ako. Open nyo yung YouTube app nyo. CI Benipayo, same username. Live din ako ngayon doon. Sup, Ron? Paring Ray, sinasabi ko na sa'yo. G talaga ako sa mga games. Ako yung medyo competitive kapag games kasi ayaw ko yung feeling ng natatalo. Competitive lang, nothing personal. Alright, let's start the stream. Welcome everybody to today's stream. I did mention this earlier, but I do want to mention it today. Right now as well. Come March, we will be streaming for 45 minutes a stream. It's gonna be 15 minutes up from the normal 30-minute streams that we do. Pero sa palagay ko, ang pinakakulang sa mga streams natin dito sa YouTube is engagement. We like talking about the content. We like replying to some of your thoughts. But I think in between those, kulang yung conversation natin with each other. Kulang yung kamustahan. Kulang yung building on relationships. Yung mga hirit natin. Or getting to know you a bit more. All of these things I think are vital to, making our stream a happier event or a happier experience for everybody. So, come March, 45 minutes na tayo. And that's that. So we're gonna be talking today about content that you might find to be interesting. Maybe that's why you even clicked on this thumbnail if you are watching this as an archive video. Now, daming balita. Over the weekend, so many things happened. There was people power and another thing that even happened earlier today. But between people power, which by the way, I have a lot of threads on. So you have people power here. You even have an old newspaper of people power when it happened the first time 39 years ago. I think 39 years. Wait. 37 years ago. Then we even have this. May pa-issue pa between Bongbong and the Aimee. And then of course we have memes. And then we even get to talking about, over the weekend, there was even talk about Vico Soto and where he was during the thick of it all. Kasi apparently, wala si Vico Soto nung People Power celebrations. Ang naandun lang na Metro Manila Mayor was Joy Belmonte. So there's even that drama over there. Ayan, si Joy lang. And then people trying to defend the actions of Vico Soto, telling him na si Vico Soto naman ay nasa Napico anniversary, which was Ninoy Aquino's silent celebration. So those are all one side of the things, a bunch of the things that I wanted to talk about. And then there's also this side that just happened earlier. Also very, very controversial because now there are no offices of Smart that are allowed to operate within the entire Makati. And if I'm not mistaken, pati na rin lahat ng mga nasa loob ng mall, mga Smart na nasa loob, mga Smart na mga stores inside malls within the entirety of Makati, bawal na mag-operate. So I have a bunch of threads on that as well. We have that, this, and then a bunch of tweets also from Inquirer, from ABS-CBN. We even have a statement from Smart themselves. This is the Makati City Administrator saying that this is also confirming na even all the mall branches of Smart isasarado na due to no tax payments. And then here is the actual closure order mismo. So we have all those things. So between talking about the people power, which I think can get easily swayed into a furious political conversation, or talking about Smart and the office closures, which could be technical and I kind of need more research on, naisip ko na, why not? Let's talk about chismis instead. So today we are going to be talking about company secrets, and this is kind of a thing on Reddit. People on Reddit normally have these threads where they're like, okay, people who have resigned from their company, spill the tea. Ano yung mga pinagagagawa nyong kababalaghan sa dati nyong mga kumpanya, whether it's you who's doing it or company practices na maraming hindi nakakaalam, and now pwede nyo nang ibunyag because you're no longer working for that company, diba? So, before we get into that though, I want to tell you something here. This is very, very, very important. So this thread is already closed. So this thread about what are some company secrets that you can reveal now that you don't work for the company, 2023 edition. So that's the thread, but it's already closed. And this is what I want to stress on. As much as we want some tea on the subreddit, keep in mind that the claims in here are unverifiable. And some of them are borderline defamatory or libelous and should be all taken with a grain of salt. The last thing we want here is unwanted attention and some gossiping turned into a legal issue. Moving forward, we are no longer allowing secrets or gossip threads, and such posts will be removed. So again, that's the disclaimer here. Although it's a little fun to talk about all these things, especially company secrets and mga spill the tea moments, these are all unverifiable. So take it with a grain of salt, and let's try to have fun. And it's always nice to read things that we can never verify, but kind of fantasize in our head and wonder if it's true. All right. Before any of those though, habol lang ako sa mga comments dito. Kapit daw yung Wi-Fi ni Paolo. Lot of controversial issues, yes. Namely na nga, people power and smart. Si ano nga, di nagbabayad ng buwis pero sinuport pa rin. Yeah, you know now, forever, the talk on tax will always be muddied with or mixed in with the conversation about two things basically. ABS-CBN themselves and BBM, because they're very wrapped up in controversy about tax. So I don't think mahihiwalay na natin sila from the conversation each time. Anyway, let's get into the tea. Let's go. EO, oh my gosh. You know what? I don't think I should even mention the names here, but I'll let you do the reading yourselves. I won't name the brand, but I'll read everything else. How about that? So sa brand na to, apparently, not me, but 3 of my friends worked here. So Divisoria lang din galing yung mga branded frames nila. No way. I don't think this makes sense because medyo hassle yung logistics nun. I think this is pure gossip, right? It doesn't make sense. Kasi mas madali. I mean, it's a big chain of eyewear. So it would be easier for them to source from a reliable third-party supplier than stores found in Divisoria. I mean, nice as this is to hear because, you know, it's controversial, it just doesn't make any sense to me. Malaking chain sila eh. So, ang supplier nila kailangan naaasahan. Hindi parang Divisoria kung saan hindi siguro ganun ka-consistent yung supply chain or reliable. I don't know. That's just me. Let's read some more here. 2 beses na akong, 2 beses na ako nagpagawa dyan. Within 6 months nasira yung frames. Plus yung lens ko, kailangan daw ultra thin na dahil mataas na grado ng mata ko. Na additional 1.3 pa ako, tapos pinipilit pa ako sa mamahalin na frames kasi daw kakayanin ng mumurahing frames. Kasi di daw kakayanin ng mumurahing frames yung ultra thin lens. Inamin nila na di matibay yung frames. Metal pa yung frame. Never again. Pupunta na lang ako kaya po. Most of these branded optical stores in malls outsource in DV or Quiapo. That's why it takes days. Ooh, now it gets more interesting because this is a second claim here. The funny thing is that, in case you didn't know, eyeglass stores or eyeglasses around the world are basically supplied 90%, I think, by one major company. I think we can Google that. Biggest supplier of eyeglass frames. There you go. In case you did not know, almost 90% of all frames are produced by this single brand. And I'm talking about anything from cheap eyewear to the more branded ones. So basically, kontrolado nila yung price. Think diamonds and the marketing for diamonds na intrinsically wala namang halaga ang diamonds. But this time, we're talking about eye frames or eyeglasses frames or just frames in general. Check this one out. They manufacture Costa Ray-Ban, Persol, Oliver Peoples, and Oakley. So ang dami na nilang integrate na brands, mga eyewear companies, LensCrafters, Sunglass Hut, Apex, Pearl Vision, Target Optical, Glasses.com. It also owns iMed, one of the largest vision health insurance providers. So sobrang wild nila. Tingnan nyo to, this statement here, Luxottica's market power has allowed it to charge price markups up to 1,000%. So, is it really a big deal that if ever itong brand na to or mga karamihan ng local brands natin, ang supplier nila DV o Quiapo? I guess. But if you really think about it, wherever we get our eyeglasses from or those frames, they're pennies to $1 ang kung sasabihin. Yung halaga nun, tubong lugaw lang, or yung kinikita nila tubong lugaw. Kasi sa totoo lang, even the most luxurious brands are just produced by one entity. Grabe, 'di ba? So may ganyan. May ganyan na nangyayari. And why do you think, all right, I'll go out on a limb here. Why do you think that I'm talking about a specific optical shop in malls, and by the way, I'm a patron too. Why do you think business is good? Itong optical shop na to na medyo trendy and pambata. I think target niya millennial, Gen Z. You probably know who I'm referring to or which brand. It's fairly new brand. I think within the last 5 years lang sila. Why do you think business is so good for them? They claim na ang minimum nila for prescription plus frames is 2,000 pesos. But sa 2,000 pesos na yun, how much talaga ang cost of goods? Right? I like it. I like how there is a lot of business genius behind this, but I kind of don't like how it's not very democratized and very accessible for most of us. Anyway, more company secrets. This one is more of nantitrip lang to. Peke daw Chinese accent ni Master Hans. Si Master Hans, diba yung nagsabi na 2020 is gonna be a good year? Siya ba yun? Master Hans 2020. Siya ba yun? Oh my gosh, yeah, it is him. Initial predictions for 2020. Sabi niya, will be a strong, prosperous, and lucky year. The funny thing is though, Hans is back. Master Hans is back, isn't he? Master Hans 2023. He's back. It's like he never went away. It's like he never said anything bad about or anything wrong about 2020. Longevity, peace, and prosperity ang sinasabi niya for 2023. I hope same para sa atin. Diba? May sinasabi dito si Paulo, kahit yung mga sikat na local, social, couturier, di ba, kunyari, may ini-insist sila na design, but sa reality, nabili na kasi yon sa mga dressmakers sa DV and Marikina Palengke. Yeah. I think pagdating talaga sa fashion, it's a dog-eat-dog world. The margins are very thick, actually. The margins are very thick, especially if you go into the luxury or the mid-high end. Pataas na ng pataas yung margins. And I think yung mga nagkakainan lang ng mga companies or ng mga brands, yung mga low margin brands, yung mga talagang budget friendly, unfortunately. But that's the thing. I mean, isn't that business across all kinds of industries? The more luxury you go, the bigger the margins are, diba? I mean, just think about it. Eating at a fine dining restaurant, how much really are the costs of goods compared to the costs of goods of a regular restaurant? Diba? Pagdating sa, I mean, you have a steak in restaurant, you have a restaurant that sells steaks, normal restaurant sells a steak for maybe $500. Another restaurant sells the same steak for $2.5. It's the same thing, branding is different. Syempre, mas makapal yung mas maganda yung margins sa luxury. So, I think there's a saying, if I can recall correctly, yung owner yata, let's see, owner of Moe Wines, this guy, This guy owns a lot of companies. Bernard Arnault. He owns Louis Vuitton, Moet, Hennessy. And he said something about luxury margins quote. Let's see. Here. Here you go. He said this. This guy who owns LV, Moet, and other big brands. He said here, luxury goods are the only area in which it is possible to make luxury margins. Wild, though, if you really think about it. Okay, some more secrets here. Oh my gosh, kahit nagwo-work pa ako sa company, sabi niya, I don't give a shit. I am telling you my frustrations. Kuripot sa operations, patagal itong brand daw na to, or itong company, patagal lang kayo ng 1 to 2 years na magbabayad kayo sa my learning. Kunin nyo ang gusto nyong matutunan doon. Huwag na kayo magpakabihasa sa work process, wala kayong mararating. Take the OE training and nasa discretion ng leads ang promotion. Kahit bobo sa process, pwede i-promote. You've been warned. Oof. For this brand, unpaid OT and doesn't pay holiday OTs. Ooh. Same daw sila ng asawa niya. Nilagay si Mrs. sa operations. Mga 4 years din tinagal niya sa level 12 at ang baba-baba ng sweldo niya dun. Sinuwerte lang talaga siya sa project at yung management niya dun, kinilala at ni-reward yung efforts niya kaya mga 3 beses siya na-promote sa account. Laking bagay na rin yung nilipat siya sa tech. Obviously, mas mataas na kita niya these days, pero grabe na walang opportunity sa kanya nung level 12 siya. Ooh, yeah. Makes sense because that brand is a very big brand. So can you imagine how bloated the company is? Kumbaga, yung mga superiors mo will remain to be superiors for a very long time, and yung chances mo for promotion are very thin because of just how the org structure is already very wide, or it already goes very deep. May sinabi si Paolo about Conchinillo. Yung ex daw ni Ma'am si Jolens, nung nabulgar lang yung kapalpakan, umamin he actually does not produce all the lechon and he gets subcontractors for it. Man, that's why I think okay, here, on the one hand, you play business it's very difficult to do business in the Philippines. Iba pa yung red tape sa gobyerno where you have to do so many things just to get your business permit. And you have to pay an outrageous amounts just for a small business. So it's one thing to play the game right, and it's totally another to cut some corners, make a bit of money, and then in the end mahuhuli ka pa, or in the end may expose ka pa. You play it right, your chances of succeeding in business is probably very very small. You cut some corners, that increases by a bit. Pero diba, mahuhuli ka. That's why I think here in the Philippines, sobrang hirap na magtayo ng negosyo because of just how deeply ingrained politicking is and bureaucracy is sa culture natin. It's wild, really. Si Marvin? Maybe. Sino ba yung ex ni Jolens? Here we go. Next one. Ito, naiinis siya. But maraming ayaw i-reveal yung name ng company. Isn't this the purpose of this post? Okay, this one is a little more obscure, but it got 273 upvotes. Sabi nito, there's a fat black guy, I won't say his name, who owns and operates all call centers in Mandaluyong. No, and operates calls, not all, but operates several call centers in Mandaluyong and one near Tagaytay. who encourages his employees to take out SS loans but never submits the salary deducted payment. He just pockets it, causing his employees to fall behind on their loan and essentially stealing their payments back to the government so they have to pay twice. Okay, you know what? If you work for this guy, chances are you already know who he is. So, ito lang yung clue natin for this particular post. Isa pa tong nagagalit. Ano daw sense ng kwento kung walang name drop? Ano to, huhulaan? Kung anong dapat nilang iwasan na company? Ito, next brand. Probably second to the last. If you're in R&D, mataas ang discrimination mo sa mga hindi taga-UP. Like your fellow staff members will go out of their way to actually not talk to you if you're not PAYUP certified. Source, a friend of mine who was a senior scientist upon transferring, super charismatic and friendly dude who used to play for a college rock band in Mapua. One of my other friends, who also worked at this brand, spotted him eating inside his car by himself at lunch break just outside the R&D office. My other friend said he was tearing up at the sight of a familiar face. Dang. Pati sa marketing. There's also a huge discrimination if you're not from a renowned business school, especially DLSU and ADMU. The ironic part here is that sobrang taas din ng turnover rate sa marketing kasi kumukuha lang ng experience ang mga blue and green sabay abroad na or foreign multinationals. As for grabe ang daming tea neto para sa brand na to. As for non-staff related, has anyone noticed the chickens were smaller when gas prices were in the 80s? It's because they were sourcing from local suppliers instead of the obviously genetic modified China chickens. Not sure if they'll return to the big size chickens this year. Research and development ang R&D. Wild Villar, Bria Homes. Oh, it's all residential properties, but blank does not accept Muslim buyers. That's insane. If you're Muslim and you try to get a home with this brand, they'll try to discourage you. Also, they will send workers to political rallies as supporters. Damn. Bayad pa yan and logistics covered. They also encourage workers to post and change their profile pics on Facebook in support of these people. Damn. Wala ring kontrata. Oh, this one is more of a tip. I think this is a tip we might be familiar with. When calling for customer service over the phone, if they say they'll put you on hold and walang music, they can hear whatever you're saying. This is from someone who worked in the call center. Maybe not a secret to most, but it did surprise me. Yeah. So I guess, kapag walang music, sir, I'll just put you on hold. Pag walang music, naririnig ka nila. Let's look for here you go. Last one for the night. If you do want to check out this thread, this is the title of this thread. It's already locked on Reddit, but it's for you to check out if you're interested to check out more of it. Ito na ang last natin for the night because we are overtime. I did not notice. Pagdating pala sa chismis, ang dali-dali ng oras eh. Pero kapag dating sa mga substantial na pwedeng pag-usapan, ang bagal ng oras. Anyway, here. Last brand for the night. I used to work at the main office. We were required to attend mass every week. Not really required, but you get an email from HR kung di ka nag-attend. We were also required to buy their ugly, overpriced merch whenever new designs are released and made us wear them to the office to show our support for the brand. By the way, it only costs the company less than 100 pesos to make one shirt, which they sell between 500 to 1,000. Imagine my poor minimum wage earner self having to buy those shit every other week. One time, the CEO, founder of the company, gave a speech about how low the company's revenue has been and blaming us for not doing enough. All this while his son parades around the office in his off-white shirt and Yeezys. Turned in my resignation a day after that. I then realized I dodged a bullet since I heard from my friends who still work there during the pandemic that their salaries reduced to 8K a month? Huh? Okay, last. I can't stop myself. But before that, let's see what Paolo said here. Wag kang mga away ng anything food related. Wag kang magmamaldita if ayaw mo malagyan ng kung ano-ano yung food mo. Well, as somebody, okay, here, two thoughts here. One, I used to work in the food and beverage industry, and and I could say with confidence na kahit anong sungit pa nung mga customers sa amin, we would never ever mess up their orders. It's just unethical. That's one side to it. But also the other, don't push your luck. Be courteous, okay? Don't be afraid to follow up on your order or maybe question the bill kung questionable naman or kung may problema sa pagkain. That's all right. Just be courteous because like I said, while we would have never done anything to customers' food, you also don't want to push your luck because maybe that person is having a bad day and wala na siyang pakialam and balak niya na mag-resign. And bahala ka na sa food mo. Kung may buhok dyan, lalo na kung kulot, well, could have avoided that. True. I think in general, just be nice, right? Last one. If nagpa-DTI kayo sa famous na iPhone reseller na to, charge to employees, okay? They will give you brand new replacements pero i-charging staff nila kahit wala silang kasalanan. With suspension pa. Imagine the cost of their products. Di aabot sa 20k starting salary sa kanila. Sinong reseller to? Oh nga, sinong iPhone reseller to? Power Mac. Oh, what? What? Wait, no, that, well, don't take my word for it. We're not, again, unverifiable lahat to. What? This is crazy. Anyway, again, check out the thread if you want to see more unverifiable company tea. This has been going on, by the way, for a very long time. I think it predates Reddit. Dati, di ba sa mga radyo, uso yun, yung tatawag ka sa, you're gonna be on the radio, talking to the DJs, venting out your frustrations about your past companies. Di ba may mga ganun dati? Well, now, it's made its way over to Reddit. Probably far older or longer before than I think. Pero, it's a fun thread. Unfortunately, overtime na tayo. We're at 38 minutes already. My emoticon, my favorite emoticon, classic. I'm just a Mr. Colon in parenthesis guy. I think Joro is referring to our Kumu, our TikTok. Speaking of Kumu though, I will be jumping over there already. I hope to catch you there. Thank you so much. Marami-rami tayo today. Again, 45 minutes come March, which is on Wednesday already. For now, this is where the stream ends. I'll see you tomorrow. Maybe mag-develop pa yung story about Smart and I can actually talk about it in a way that's not too confusing. Maybe there's something we're missing because the story just broke less than 10 hours ago. Na shut down yung main office ng Smart in Makati and then afterwards lahat na rin ng Makati mall branches or offices shut down na rin. So maybe we're missing something. Di pa kompleto yung news. Breaking pa lang siya. Maybe tomorrow we might talk about it kung may development. Yeah. For now, this is where it ends. I hope to see you guys tomorrow again at 7 p.m. Have a great evening, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. Paolo, Joro, Renly, Caleb, Paring Ray, even Ron. Who else was here earlier? Si Christian. Thank you so much, guys. I'll see you over at Kumu or I'll see you tomorrow or both. Bye-bye. Thank you. Nice to see you back, Renly. I appreciate it. Bye, Renly. Bye, Paolo. Sorry, Joro. Patapos na. Pero magkukumu na tayo. Tatalo na tayo sa Kumu. Bye-bye, everybody.